What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another short video here on the channel. And today I have two clips we are going to be watching, I'm going to be commenting on, and it is women. I think something happened. I'm going to be making a few videos about this and talking about this, but I think something happens to a woman when she is in her 30s, because I am in my 30s. I am seeing it a lot around me, and I'm also seeing it a lot online, obviously because of the type of content I make and I view on TikTok and Instagram, and so I'm seeing all of it, and it is very concerning because I am also seeing some of this behavior in women online that are younger than 30, which means that it's happening everywhere, I guess. But we're going to be watching a few clips from some women who are having a tough time in their 30s, and I don't know what the issue is. I think it's just the hypergamy that kicks in. They always want the better dude, and so they just really don't know what they're doing.
I think the craziest thing about going through a breakup in your 30s or older is that you've been heartbroken before, you've survived heartbreak before, you've gone through the healing process, you've gone through the motions, and yet every time you go through heartbreak, it still really hurts, it still sucks, it still sometimes feels like the end of the world. But on the other side of that, you can at least trust yourself now to know that you're going to survive, you're going to be okay. All you need to do is be patient with yourself, give yourself some grace for the pain that you're feeling, and keep it moving, because you should love yourself by now. And after a few heartbreaks, you should also know that somebody's inability to love you the way you deserve to be loved does not mean you're unlovable. It just means you two weren't the right emotional fit for each other. So here's to all the 30-somethings and older going through heartbreak and feeling like it's the first time all over again. I see you, I hear you, and I know that we're gonna be okay because we always have been, and I know that so much better is waiting for us on the other side of this heartbreak. So I hope that helps. I'm sending you so much love. I know you can do this. We're gonna get through.
Oh shit. So this is the classic cope that we see all over social media. These women are sitting in their front seats, they are talking to their phones, and they just did the most horrible thing you could think of. Actually, I think it's great. She left her relationship. Sometimes it's a divorce, sometimes it is just breaking up with their boyfriend or whoever it is. Now, in this situation, I can almost 100% guarantee that this is the hypergamy kicking in. A lot of times when women are in their 30s, they get that itch that needs to be scratched by Atticus Tyronicus III, Esquire. This is the only way that they can get that itch scratched. The guy they're with is a nice guy, a good man, but just not the right fit for her. She's ready for that upgrade. She's ready for that next guy. And this happens a lot when women are in their 30s. This is mostly a woman's 30s is trying to find herself, trying girls trips and girly nights, and she is independent now. So she is going to be taking those long vacations and trying to find herself. This is why I have always said that if you are in your 20s, just don't even worry about concentrating on women. It is a waste of time, because any sort of investment you put into these women it's going to be thrown out the window at any point on a whim, just because they feel like it, just because their feelings and their emotions are telling them that, you know what, they deserve something else. They deserve something different. Not even something better. A lot of times it's not better. A lot of times what they get in the end is not better than what they had. They might realize this, and there's nothing they can do about it, obviously, because the man has already moved on. He's already concentrated on more important things than someone who didn't really care about him to begin with. This is no problem for the man. A lot of times I would just say, get it over with. Leave this man alone. Let him concentrate on the people that really care about him, the people that are there to lift him up, not to suck his assets dry. This is what these women do. They take you for everything you're worth in the relationship, and even out of the relationship. They will still be trying to get benefits from you. It happens all too often. I have seen it personally happen to a few friends of mine where they can't even get rid of these women. They're still calling and trying to do things. It's annoying. Leave these men alone is what I say.
If you ever hear one of these sentences ever come out of a man's mouth, you better start running before you even knew how to crawl. And these are all sentences, if you do ever hear it come out of a man's mouth, you better believe it. A lot of the times it's going to be hard to tell if a man is being truthful or not, but I promise you, if he does tell you one of these things, it's not coming out of flattery, he actually means it. If he ever tells you you're out of his league, believe him. You are. I just don't want to hurt you. He's going to hurt you, and he already knows it. Think what you want. I will. Anytime a guy says think what you want, he's only saying that because he knows that he just got caught doing something he shouldn't be doing. He's trying to play a little mind trick and gaslight you and just saying think what you want. You think you're crazy. My ex is crazy, or even worse, all of my exes are crazy. That one is definitely a little bit more situational because of course some women can definitely be crazy. But if he's saying that every single one of his exes are crazy, it's giving the call is coming from inside the house. You have to be the crazy one. Come on, Jake, don't act like you have never punched a hole in the wall whenever your teenage hormones were going through and you got in a fight with your first girlfriend. I'm running out of time, but I saved the best ones for last, so go to part 2.
Oh, no, hang on. Just realised. I don't want to talk to you anymore.
So this is another situation where I honestly believe that a large majority of men are completely honest in what they say and do. So the fact that she's saying that men are dishonest is just completely wrong. It's actually the other way around. Women are known to stretch the truth. They're known to lie about certain things to put themselves in a better light. They are known to do things and then retroactively lie about what they did and then try to gaslight or whatever, whoever they're with. And sometimes, a lot of times it's their friends, and then it's also anyone they're in a relationship with. They will also do that. They are raised to do that. They are taught to do that at a very young age. They are taught to manipulate any situation to their benefit. And this is just something they are known to do. This is why you'll see online women will give this advice, because this is classic projection. This is something that all women do, is they will point the finger at everyone else, not realizing that they're actually pointing 3 fingers back at them as they do so. There are a few points I want to address in this clip that I think kind of make sense now. In my opinion, when a woman says that, oh, her boyfriend was crazy, her boyfriend was an attacker, her boyfriend was doing all these nasty things to her, the very first thing that pops into my mind is, why did you allow that? Why did you stay with him? And what are your issues? Because you know that there's going to be issues with her as well. There always is. There was a reason that these women do the things they do, and it is never going to be the reasons they tell you. That is probably the most important thing you can realize when dealing with women like this. And as our eyebrow lady said, it's tough out there. You have to look for these signs. But I don't think it's the signs that you are looking for that are important, because a lot of times women will create situations in their head and it really doesn't make any sense. The other thing she said is that when someone tells you to think what you want, then you better believe him, or whatever she said. That is just something that guys say whenever they're tired of hearing a woman talk, because a woman's going to think what she wants anyways. So he's basically telling her to please be quiet and go away, because you're done trying to convince her that what you're telling her is the truth. A lot of times it's just not worth the trouble. So now the whole part of telling a woman that they are out of his league. Now, men are raised to compliment women. A lot of men are, and it's just the way it is. If you have any sisters or cousins that were girls at the time, you were always told to make sure to tell them they were pretty and this and that. Because women need that self-esteem boost. If they don't have it, they are completely miserable. They think that nobody likes them, that they think that they're just the most horrible person in the world. Men don't get compliments like this. Aside from the once a week, maybe you're wearing a Sunday shirt and your mom compliments you. That's going to be the only compliment a man will get in his entire life, usually. Is going to be when he was a kid. However, if a woman isn't constantly validated by her friends, by the men in her life, she will feel useless, worthless. She won't feel pretty. She will start to get very sad and very all this other stuff. It's just a bad thing. And In my opinion, if you are with a woman that is going out of her way to tell you to compliment her and this and that, way too much trouble. She's very full of herself and very vain. You need to get rid of that woman. Try to avoid women like this. This is just unnecessary. And the last thing we will touch on is whenever a man or a woman, because a lot of times women will say this as well, whenever a woman says that she might honestly not want to hurt you, but her words, like I've said in the past, a woman's words will never match her actions. She has intentionally done things to hurt you, and she's saying that she didn't want to, well, because women are not truthful in their words. That is a tough lesson that a lot of men will learn eventually in life as you get older. And I speak this in every part of my life, and there are young men that I speak to that are in their early 20s that just do not believe it. They just don't believe it. They don't believe that their precious girlfriend, their little sweetheart, could ever lie to them. Oh no, but they do. Women are dishonest more than they are honest. In what I've seen in my personal life and online, all you have to do is just pull up a social media app and you will see everything laid out right in front of you. Now, we are going to be taking another deep dive in a future episode about women, females, and manipulation. But that will be the end of today's video here, gentlemen. Thank you so much for watching. If you could like and comment and subscribe if you're not subscribed. I am on the road to 2,000 subscribers. I really do appreciate you guys supporting me, and I will catch you guys later. Rat Boy out.